Hello sugar dumplings, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for coming by and watching one of my videos. I have the most sinister headache ever. I think it's just I feel better, but then I have this headache and it's cold outside. So yeah, exciting. But anyway, Hot Wasabi posted this video of our foodiebeauty. Look at her. Look at her. Demonized. Hot Wasabi right there. She's right there. Hot Wasabi posted this video called New Year's Resolution Hangout by an Abandoned Pool with foodiebeauty. Oh, foodiebeauty. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I might not watch the abandoned pool part. I might just watch the KFC part because that's the part where she says some really ridiculous shit. And I want to talk about it. So let's go.
Guys, hi. Welcome back to another video. Today I am having dinner with you guys. One of my favorites. I should say one of my favorites in Kuwait because the KFC here is like so good. They have food items you have probably not seen in the Americas. So let me show you. Okay, one of the best things ever is their cheese fries.
Chantal not realizing the Americas is, Canada, United States of America, and the Mexico, and Southern America, including, Ecuador, Brazil, Colombia, Nicaragua, all those places. Peru. She just doesn't realize that's what the Americas are. She just thinks Canada and U.S. Of course, Mexico. What's that?
And they give you an extra small fry, so what I do is I just add it to the cheese fry.
Girl, you know they did not give you an extra small fry. Why does she lie about the stupidest shit? First of all, that is humongous. Can I make it bigger? That's humongous. It looks like a bucket of fries. Like, it looks like a thing that you put your chicken in. I've never gotten... No, that's a lie. I've gotten wedges at KFC, and they were disgusting. And according to other people, their fries are just the worst. I had, the wedges the one time, and I was so disgusted by it that I was like, ooh, never again. But these fries look kind of like, I don't know, dank? I don't know if that's the word. They just look limp. They're definitely not McDonald's fries.
And I have a loaded twister, and I have a crunch. So the cruncher is interesting because it has a hash brown patty, cheese, mayo, lettuce, and like a chicken. Okay, where's my fork? Let's give you a huge beauty bite. Beauty bite?
Jesus. Oh my God. It just, first of all, the plastic fork, does it bother anybody else? Does it bother anybody else, the plastic fork? I hate plastic forks. Like, I always, if I order out, I have delivery, takeaway, takeout, whatever you call it in your country, I don't want the utensils. Please don't waste your time. I'm not going to use it. Just keep it to yourself. I hate a plastic fork. Second, the way she shovels those fries in her mouth, like, I'm not some dainty girl, don't get me wrong. Like, when I need to eat, but it's just, I would be worried to choke, right? Especially at her size, because she's so big. Who would do the Heimlich on that woman if she chokes? And Salah's not around. He's probably out, in the red room. And who's going to do it? Julia? I mean, girl, you need to be careful.
Mukbangs or like eat with me videos are my favorite to talk about subjects. I know I've gone back and forth between saying I like mukbangs, I don't like mukbangs. I kind of do like doing them, but
you just like
I like doing a variety of stuff.
Such as being kicked by a camel, going to fucking kids' science centers. Oh, you must mean camping in an unfinished shipping container in a post-apocalyptic goat farm. There's literally nothing else you do besides drive to the end of your street, panic, and go back home.
That's why I can't be consistent on my channel. It's noisy outside today.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, basically, that's all your content. Like, you just drive around and come back. I mean, I would be afraid too. I mean, driving in the Middle East is no joke. I'd be kind of scared too. Sheesh.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's really good. I like this KFC here in Kuwait because I find their chicken is never like greasy the way it is in my hometown in Canada.
It looks disgusting. It looks disgusting. I wouldn't even eat this. Is that supposed to be like a type of burrito, that twister? Ugh, those fries are really like irking my eyeballs. I'm like, oh my god. I would have taken them like they were and put them back in the air fryer and try to get them crispy, because you know they're soggy. They look like some soggy ass fries. I would have been like, you know what? I'll put them in the air fryer. Let me see what I can do with this. Or like the toast or the oven. I don't know, something to get them less. They look tank. Tank. Also, at the beginning of this, if I find it, she puts up the amount of calories, I guess, to get ahead of Sansa Cook, which made us want to go see Sansa's video more. And she conveniently, because she's using MyFitnessPal, which is my least favorite fitness app. Trust me, it's one of the worst. And she conveniently, like, her daily intake of calories, this meal is under that. She's like, oh, and I have enough space to get a snack as well. I'm like, ma'am, stop. And then Sansa does it, and it's like 600 calories more. It's like, why lie? Why do that? Why like show your ass like that? Like, why be like, oh, it's actually this many calories, and then when someone else is doing it, like, no, it's not. You forgot to add like the mayo, the extra fries, which are, she's saying these are regular fries. Those are family size. Nobody eats like that. And this is like obviously 2 meals. Like, get a life, girl.
When I used to go to the KFC in my hometown, they would always have no chicken. Like,
that's a lie.
I was like going to...
I'm sorry. What? So you would go to the KFC in LaCourte and there was no chicken? I mean, it's in the name. It's in the name. That's a lie.
Coffee shop and they don't have coffee. It's not like you can just be like, okay, get me the hamburger then, because they don't have beef. It's chicken. Anyway, I want to talk about some resolutions.
Oh, here we go.
So that if I don't do it, you can rub it in my face and be like, ha, you fail. Honestly, one of the biggest resolutions is to stick to my resolutions. But like, one of them is like, honestly, just not giving a crap what people say or think. Like what I just did, like when I said, like, if I fail in front of people, they're going to use that to really, you know, I told you you're a failure, blah, blah, blah. So what? Whatever, you know, let people talk.
See, and this is basically you showing yourself, because truly, this is your life story. You're lying, obviously. You know, you are so concerned what people think about you that you've literally moved millions of miles from home, got into a fake marriage, became a fake revert, just to prove to people that someone would marry you. Like, and it's just not the internet. It's just not the internet. I feel like probably people in your family, people you know, probably always said, oh, she's never going to marry anybody. She smells. She's got the manners of a horse. Like, she's never going to get a husband. And you've done all of this, you know, fake married, join a fake religion, move millions of miles away, just to prove people wrong. So why don't you take your own advice?
Live your life. Don't give them the satisfaction of an emotional
But you don't.
reaction out of you. Which will be kind of like, hopefully, like a no rage 2025.
She says this, and like the next day, I'm sure she had a rage. No.
But we'll see how that goes. But that's, so far, touch wood, or mashallah, I've been rage free for the year so far.
I don't think you have.
Their mayo tastes more like a Miracle Whip.
The day, you know how I knew my mom didn't love me? Because she would only buy us Miracle Whip. That's how I know my mom didn't love me. We had Miracle Whip in the refrigerator all the time. She was always on some diet, or my brother was on a diet, or somebody in the house was on a diet. It was really toxic. But we always had Miracle Whip. I just, to this day, I can't eat it. Really can't.
Cheese fries are so good.
They look soggy.
So, I know you're thinking, like, shouldn't you make a resolution about health? Yes, but I don't want to talk about that until I get more into a routine with that and make some progress. So we'll get back to that resolution.
Sure.
But generally, I would like to lose 100 pounds in 6 months.
She stuffed
And use
her
the treadmill
face.
30 minutes a day.
Okay, that's enough out of your fat fucking sloppy mouth. You want to lose 100 pounds in 6 months and use the treadmill for 30 minutes a day while you eat this garbage. Like, girl, good luck with that. Plus, you don't want help. That's the other thing. You want to figure it out all on your own. See, a lot of the problems in your life would be resolved if you would ask for help. If you would ask for help, that's number one. Number two, if you stop lying. And number three, admit to yourself what's going on in your life, because obviously you're delusional. You're so delusional with everything. Like, this losing 100 pounds in 6 months. Come on, girl. Like, you would have to actually work for it. Like, really, really work for it and stop eating all this garbage. And you're not. You're a creature of habit.
See, that's what I like about Weight Watchers. You only use your points on, like, food like this. If I eat this and say, okay, this is all I'm going to eat because of my calories, my points are gone, you can...
Yeah, but I'm sure this is, like, they'll probably give you, like, what, 25 points? And this is probably, like, 80? Like, stop, like, no. And you have to pay for Weight Watchers,
have free foods that are healthy.
Oh,
so if you're starving after this, a few hours later, you can make a salad with chicken breast, and that's, like, free food. Because it's healthy, right? But anyway... I'll get back to that. That's how she became the nanny. So yeah, so that's a couple of them resolutions. So far, so good. And when you think about it,
God.
It's very immature of me to even address anything negative that's being said about me.
Well, what's crazy is all the food you're eating. Like, I don't know about you guys, but all those fries, right? And then she's having 2 sandwiches. So the fries were like loaded fries. There was like cheese and I think there was jalapenos and stuff and other sauces. She's having a wrap and a sandwich and a soda. And it's a Pepsi, by the way. All of that is like, my stomach is like gurgling because it's just like, that sounds like such a bad idea. My stomach could not handle all of that at once. And yet she's talking about losing 100 pounds in six months. Okay, girl. Sure.
Like, I really believe that just like maturity and personal growth come with watching who you give attention to. Cool,
Yeah.
It says halal. This is a loaded twister, big chunk of chicken.
See, the problem is, oh my God, take off that nail polish, girl. Oh my God, look at your little sausage fingers. They're not little at all. The problem is, you've made money from reacting and acting like a total buffoon on the internet, right? And so the people who've come to see you expect that. And to talk about maturity and all these other things, you're talking here about stuff, and it's like, I'm not convinced. You don't have emotional maturity. You don't have mental maturity. You're just kind of in your bubble. You literally would rather be in a country that can pop off any minute, right? Be taking care of a man who's obviously scamming you just because you just want to eat and lay around. And you can't do that in Canada, because in Canada, your home, no one's going to allow you to do this, right? No one's going to allow you to just, like, if you were to move back, you don't have a place to live. So you would have to stay with your mother. And I'm pretty sure your stepfather doesn't like you at all. So he'd make you go out and do stuff. And you don't want to do that. You literally want to, like, you've given up on life pretty much at 40, which is sad. And all you want to do is eat and sit on the couch and have all your things being taken care of. Like, what? That's crazy.
It has like the KFC sauce, lettuce, tomato, cheese, pickles. And it's so good.
It looks so dry.
So, no rage 2025, people. No matter what you say online, I don't care. You can say, we don't love each other, he has a second wife, we're not married, I'm an animal abuser, whatever you want, whatever. I won't care. And if it's something real life and it's illegal, it's gonna be dealt with behind the scene, but...
You still haven't dealt with any of the other stuff that you've said you're going to deal with. Okay. She talks a lot of trash, doesn't she? She talks a lot of trash.
I won't come online and rage about it. Why would I about things that are not in my control? I can hardly control myself a lot of the time. How did I think I would ever be able to control negativity on the internet? Like, I'm doing this for myself. So I said that, you know, like, do it for yourself. And it's true. I need to be more like my husband. Look at all the things that get said about him and he just doesn't ever address it. He doesn't care.
Goro, because 99% of what's said about him is true. And he does care. That's why he tried to be a reaction channel. But then Scatgate happened and there's no coming back from what was discovered about that piece of shit. Now all he does is bitch about everyone still, but from your hug box of a chat because he's a wimp.
As for my content plans,
I mean, true. He tried to react. He had a reaction channel for a hot second, and all he did was like kind of go after garlic bread. I don't remember anybody else he went after. And then they keep talking about, which I don't understand. So garlic got his mom like Victoria's Secret stuff, and these idiots, because you know they don't they don't buy anything for their parents. Why would they? Like, they always bring it up like it's some sort of creepy and sexual kind of thing. And it's kind of like, no, he's just being a man and buying his mother presents. And he probably was like, Mom, what do you want? Where do you want? You know, what do you want for Christmas or your birthday or whatever it is? And she's like, oh, get me some Victoria's Secret this or that. And he was like, okay. I mean, I used to do the same thing. I would ask my mom and be like, what do you want? And she'd be like, yeah, I want this from this store. I'd be like, okay. And that's all it is. I don't know why they always bring up, like, they like to say, oh, garlic bread buys his mom bras. First of all, just because you can't fit in Victoria's Secret, you can purchase other things. There's other things in Victoria's Secret besides bras. There's robes, there's perfumes, there's skincare. They have a great shampoo line, by the way, that smells amazing. So it you know, he did that for a while, and then Scatgate happened, and then he went hiding because he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle all the abuse. And you know, being associated with Chantal, I don't think he'll ever have his whole YouTube kind of content. He'll always be connected to this woman. So he's kind of screwed.
I don't know. Whatever. Come online, put myself out there. Live streams, this, cooking when I do. Some vlogs. If you have any requests, let me know. I can try to accommodate them. The KFC here has interesting food combos.
It's so funny that she's like, if you have any requests, I can accommodate them. You're not doing anything, girl. Like, most of your content is boring. Like, if it wasn't for reactors kind of spicing it up and bringing it to the masses, nobody would watch you, right? Like, to be all like, oh, you guys have any ideas? I'm like, why don't you go out there and get some ideas? Like, why are you always asking people to do stuff for you?
I like it. The hash brown on a burger. This one is good. Anyways, guys, okay, so that's it for the mukbang. I hope you had something good to eat. KFC here, very delicious, so.
Okay, I'm not watching the rest of this. The other one is of her, the other video that Hot Wasabi did was of her at the pool, and everybody says she's high. She's obviously high. There's a lot of theories going on that she brought back drugs from Canada, aka Canada. I was watching Yaba this morning, and she was saying, I think she was joking. I hope she was joking. Yaba, I hope you were joking. That that Chantal smuggled drugs from Canada. I personally think that she had that jar of gummy vitamins. She ate them all. She took the gummy vitamins with her, the bottle of gummy vitamins that's empty, with her to Canada, and she stuffed a bunch of you know, weed gummies in there. She may have even, if she was smart enough, she may have still had the regular gummies, and maybe she kind of intertwined them, you know, like mixed them up with the vitamin gummies so there wouldn't be a smell. But I believe that. I could see that happening, her putting weed gummies in her vitamin gummies. But that's going to run out as well, too. And usually what happens is she has a rager and she gets upset. So, you know, it is what it is. yeah, every time she talks about weight loss, I always kind of laugh because she is obsessed with food. She's obsessed with food. My understanding is the reason why she didn't do Ozempic or stopped taking Ozempic was because it didn't allow her to eat as much. So she's all about that, right? And then B, she just doesn't want help. She doesn't like to ask for help. Like, she has some weird pride thing. I mean, she is a narcissist, so it makes sense. So she's she's kind of like, oh yeah, no, I don't need help. I don't need help at all. I'm perfect. I just can't with her sometimes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too sluggish. I do have a terrible headache. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on her and her weight loss and all the other lies she loves to tell, because she is a compulsive liar, a habitual line stepper, and she's just kooky, right? But that's why we watch her, because she's always up to something, right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay sassy.